Okay. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome live. You're watching MCTV's coverage of girls high school field hockey today, both on the MCTV Girls Field Hockey YouTube channel and on MCTV Comcast Cable. We bring you live coverage of Mid-Penn Commonwealth action as our Lady Huskies welcome the visiting Eagles from Cumberland Valley High School. Mifflin County has had a lot of games in a lot of days. Yesterday, however, was rained out. That game was washed out against Central Dauphin. It will not be made up because of the schedule for both teams. So the Huskies back in action here today. And Cumberland Valley, as I said, is in town. This game, it was a little iffy earlier today. Athletic Director Tish McClay came out and walked the field, determined that looking at the forecast, she thought we could get it in. Field took a lot of rain, but it was pretty dry. So haven't noticed anything in the warm-ups yet, how it's going to affect the players. The other day we had a lot of slipping and sliding, so we'll see how things go here this afternoon. Don't forget, later tonight on MCTV, we'll have live coverage of high school football. It'll be your Huskies and the Colts from Cedar Cliff in at Mitchell Field. Kickoff slated for 7 o'clock. There are no extended pregame festivities tonight, so we will have our normal start time. We'll be on the air right around 6:40, 6:45 with the pregame show. We'll have the Husky Marching Band, and then, of course, all the action from Mitchell Field as our Huskies still looking for their first win in high school football. Tomorrow in Mifflin County Sports, just to let you know what's going on, all-day event out at the Indian Valley Elementary Center as it's cross-country. The District 6 cross-country championships will be underway, and we'll have all that we will have all of the results of that for you next week here on MCTV. We cannot stream that event as it is a district playoff event, so just want to make sure you understand why. We had a couple emails today wondering if we were going to stream districts, but again, we are not permitted to do that. We're going to take a break here right now. Very shortly, the starting lineups will be introduced and the national anthem will be played. But in the meantime, we have a few messages we'd like to send your way from all the good folks that help make MCTV a possibility. Mifflin County Television, of course, is a joint effort by Mifflin County School District, the Mifflin County Commissioners, and by the Lewistown Borough Council. So, again, we appreciate your support, and we just want to pass some messages along from, in this case, the Mifflin County School District. We'll be back. You won't miss a thing. We'll be back with live coverage of today's game right after this.
Number 18, Taylor Whitehead.
The AP offerings of Mifflin County School District, predominantly at Mifflin County High School, have expanded quite a bit. That's because of the addition of Alpha. The Alpha program is our version of an online offering. The Alpha program has more than tripled in its numbers over the years. The great thing for us is it creates a level of flexibility that we have never had before.
STEM is basically science, technology, engineering, and math combined into one. Students are focusing not just on one discipline, not just on one subject, but they're focusing on putting all of those ideas together into solving real-world problems. All of our schools are equipped now with maker spaces. Kids have a plethora of ideas, a plethora of tangible objects that they can use to create.
Makerspace, which is the quote work environment, if you will, for our STEM initiative. It's kind of STEM central.
The students are in charge of the projects themselves and how they're going to develop them.
Good morning, Huskies. We hope you enjoyed your 4-day weekend.
I know I did. I could barely wake up this morning.
In addition to our Makerspace labs, we have many other things that are going on. Here at the high school, we have our MCTV, which they are in charge of the live announcements that are done in the morning. Our robotics program is amazing. We are doing robotics projects in elementaries all the way up through the high school level. Our high school level actually has some competition involved into their robotics program, and they're doing underwater challenges. They are working with our YMCA, and they are using robots to compete with other schools.
We have jazz bands, we have brass ensembles, we have wood ensembles, we have a marching band, we have a concert band. Those kids have competed in band competitions all across the state. The concept is that music is something that you can do and enjoy for a lifetime.
You know, there really are a lot of opportunities available to students in Mifflin County right here at the Academy. We have 11 different programs that we offer, everything from electrical installation to precision machining to our new mechatronics program, which deals with electromechanical technology. We've got our medical science program, our culinary arts, our agriculture, the list goes on and on and on. And our testing scores are at an all-time high right now, 17th out of 101 technical schools in the state of Pennsylvania.
So as you can clearly see, teachers, faculty, and staff are working very hard to make
the Mifflin County School District
your school district of choice. You don't need to go somewhere else. We can meet all of your needs here.
Good luck, ladies.
And welcome back live, everybody. Girls High School Field Hockey again today, live on MCTV. Just finished up the national anthem here right in front of Mifflin County High School at the Mifflin County Athletic Field. Feels like a cold, crisp fall evening, and it's going to only get a little chillier as the game goes on. Be down into the low 40s, high 30s for the football game tonight at Mitchell Field. So, again, should be pretty cold in there. A reminder, too, for high school football tonight, if you don't have tickets, you can't get in. Again, crowd is limited tonight. Only players and cheerleaders and band members have tickets. So if you didn't get a ticket from them, your best bet tonight is to just check us out either on Comcast TV or on the stream tonight for high school football as the Huskies welcome Cedar Cliff. Here it's head coach Ashley Taylor and the visiting Lady Eagles of Cumberland Valley in town for what should be a good matchup. Cumberland Valley won the first meeting between these two clubs in a pretty tightly contested contest at Cumberland Valley, but of course different story here today with it being on grass. Field hockey, of course, you might as well almost call it two different sports between turf and grass, and so today we welcome the visitors in town. Mifflin County, one of the few teams in the Mid-Penn Conference to have a grass field. Carlisle, one other one that I'm aware of in the Commonwealth, but I think everybody else does have turf, so it's Cumberland Valley in town here today. Regular starting lineup for Mifflin County head coach Ashley Sudam today. And for Mifflin County, it's probably all going to be about the offense. Defensively, they've been a solid squad all season long. Offensively for Mifflin County, they've had their moments. The most recent contest scored 3 goals right away and made those stand up for a 3-1 win over Cedar Cliff. But they've had a lot of games they've won 1-0. So we'll see how things go here today against Cumberland Valley. So KK Suave in the middle of the field will get things underway and start it towards the Husky end of the field. Your Huskies, of course, in the home white with the purple shorts. Cumberland Valley in the visiting red with the navy blue shorts. That's Druckenmiller bringing it up the far side for the Huskies as Mifflin County looks to cross the midfield stripe. Hartzler, who had 2 goals in the last game for the Huskies, gives it back up to Druckenmiller. Whistle, and the Huskies will maintain possession. Now on the far side, that's Ellie Carbaugh for Cumberland Valley. Dueling one-on-one with Druckenmiller, and the whistle will stay with the Eagles. Another whistle, and we'll head the other way. I believe they're having a little discussion. No, we won't. We'll stay with Cumberland Valley, and that's Cassie McKenzie, a midfielder who does a nice little flip shot down the field. They'll battle for position down there. Another whistle. It's going to stay with the Eagles. So Cumberland Valley getting their first little rush of the game. We're just underway. 14 minutes and counting left in the first quarter of play here. It's Cassie McKenzie sending it down into the corner. Nice strong centering pass there by Spriggs. But it's out of play. And so the Huskies will get a shot out of their end. Mifflin County back in action tomorrow, by the way. Their busy schedule continues. So our girls continue to play a lot of hockey here after having a slow start, being in quarantine. They've been very, very busy since they've been able to start playing. Here's Sheets with a push up the far side, a whistle, and it'll stay with the Huskies. Hidley will come up. And Lydia will send it back to Druckenmiller. Monica whiffs on the swing, and that'll give it right back to Cumberland Valley. And Caprice Spriggs will send a shot down the middle of the field. Nice strong pass by Spriggs, but it gets by her intended receiver, and so the Huskies will bring it back up the near side as Jordy Attic runs it down. Jordy sends it ahead to Haley Corson. Corson looks to center. Knocked away there by Whitehead. Back comes Cumberland Valley. Centering pass to the middle of the field. Another whistle, and give this one to the Huskies. And so Hidley will take over. Lydia sends it down the near side. Nobody home, and Alyssa Hoffman is there for the Eagles. And that pass gets by Hoffman out of bounds. So Huskies will get an inbound. 12 minutes and 20 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. No score. Just underway, Mifflin County and Cumberland Valley girls high school field hockey today on MCTV. Belky McNeil tries to get it in the middle of the field, but the Eagles are there and pushing it back the other way. But another whistle, and it'll go back to Hidley. And so Lydia will set it. Hidley, one of the many seniors on the squad, heading to Susquehanna University next year to continue her academic and field hockey career. That's Belky McNeil. McNeil working one-on-one against Alyssa Hoffman, and the whistle will give it back to Hoffman, and a little bit of a miss hit there. Belky gets it back, and now that's off Hoffman, so another whistle. And Belky will push it up the near side. Jenna Herbster there defensively for Cumberland Valley. And they get it across the midfield stripe. Again, jockeying for position there. There's a whistle. Abby Moon does a nice job getting it back for the Huskies. Tries to send it down the near side, but it goes out of play. And so another inbound here for Cumberland Valley. Jenna Herbster surveys the field. Little flip pass in the middle, knocked away by Corson. Nice job by Haley. And now Attic has it. She'll center to Sheets. Sheets now tries to get by the Eagle defender, but a whistle, and it'll stay with the Huskies. Here comes Hidley. Lydia Hidley pushes down, tries to center, but her pass goes wide of the goal and out of play. So a little rush there by the Huskies as we approach 10 minutes here in the first quarter. No score. Mifflin County and Cumberland Valley. Eagles will set play here. KK Suave will flip it up over the front line, but Belky is there for the Huskies, but now taken back by Whitehead. Whitehead sends it up towards the midfield stripe, but there's Druckenmiller. Monica coming off a really strong game in her last outing for the Huskies. Whistle at midfield will stay with Cumberland Valley. Mattingly has it, but her pass is wide and out of play as she was looking downfield for Caprice Spriggs, I believe, last off Cumberland Valley, and so the Huskies should have an inbound. Pretty chilly here if you just joined us. You can see both teams on the sideline bundled up. One of those afternoons where if you're on the field, you definitely want to keep moving. Pass out, and Cumberland Valley will send it in again. That's Amy Mattingly. Mattingly. Pass is blocked, but it's out of bounds, and it'll stay with Cumberland Valley. Mattingly again. Little touch move. Nice little move, actually, to get by the Husky defender. She dribbles through traffic. Still dribbling through traffic. Nice job by Mattingly. She continues, and now a whistle. And that'll stay with Cumberland Valley. Pass inside, knocked away, still loose. Beeler goes out and gets a foot on it and knocks it out of play. And that'll stay with Cumberland Valley. So the Eagles keeping it at their end of the field here for the last few minutes. Good pressure right there for the Huskies by Sheets, and Sheets keeps it on the whistle, and now they'll decide they have to stay back, and so Hidley will have to restart play as we hit the 8-minute mark here in the first quarter. Druckenmiller on the far side has it taken away. Another whistle, and that'll go back to the Eagles. Whitehead sends it down toward the Husky goal. Defensively there for Mifflin County. Nice job by Sophie McCurdy. McCurdy tries to send it ahead, but Hoffman is there for the Eagles. Pass in the circle. Hidley trying to defend, but the Eagles are there, and there's a shot on goal, but Beeler makes the stop. Sammy Blocker had a decent opportunity there, but couldn't really get the stick on it. And not much on that one, and Beeler was there to make the first save of today's game. Eagles back in possession. That's Taylor Whitehead, number 18, working on the near side of the circle. A whistle, and that'll go against McCurdy and the Huskies. Rain starting to be a factor here now at Mifflin County. So we will have to keep our equipment out of the weather. We were hoping we would not get rain today, but those hopes have just been dashed. There is the Huskies pushing it up now as Corson sends it ahead, and a whistle, and that'll go against the Eagles, or excuse me, against the Huskies. So now the Eagles pushing it back up the field, but there's Jordy Attic. Attic dribbling up the near side. Has it knocked away, and now Hoffman is there and steals it for the Eagles. Another whistle. That'll stay with Hoffman. She centers, but her pass goes through a teammate and right to Lydia Hidley. So Hidley sends it up the far side. Lynch tries a little centering pass, but it's knocked away. And back comes Cumberland Valley. Sammy Blocker sends it on the near side to Hoffman. Hoffman working there against Belky McNeil. There's a whistle, and I believe we're going to have our first corner of the day. So our first corner comes at 5:42 and counting here in the first quarter. As Cumberland Valley will set up. Huskies in the cage getting ready to help goalie Coletta Beeler. KK Suave will send it in. Little scoop shot knocked away. Right in front of the goal, Cumberland Valley with a good opportunity here, but the backhand stroke by number 17, Amy Mattingly, goes out. And so the Huskies will now, with Abby Moon, will try to send it back the other way. But it's knocked away and stolen by Hoffman. So Hoffman, nice little back stick there, trying to go right to the goal, but it's knocked away by Beeler. And another whistle. And so the Eagles have a little momentum here as they've had it down at the Husky end for about the last 5 or 6 minutes. We are under 5 minutes, by the way, to play here in the first quarter. And Alyssa Hoffman will trigger it in. Pass in on the near side. That's Cassie McKenzie going down towards the end line. We have a whistle, and it'll go to the Huskies. So Hidley will now try to send it out of this end. Eagles have been pretty effective the last 5 or 6 minutes here, keeping the ball at this end. But now Lynch sends it down. And now one-on-one, here comes Sheets. The sophomore tries to get by the defender, but a nice job there for Cumberland Valley to keep her there. But now it's Lynch sending it back down into the corner. Field's going to get pretty messy now as we took a lot of rain. A lot of rain yesterday, a lot of rain this morning. We thought we would be able to get this game in, but it looks like we're getting a lot of rain here now. And the field's going to get a little messy down there today, no doubt about it. They battle for position on the field. It goes out. Last touch by Haley Corson for Mifflin County. So Cumberland Valley will send it ahead. As Jenna Herbster will knock it out of there. Herbster sends it up to midfield. Good hustle there by Mattingly. Amy Mattingly pushing on the near side, chased by Moon. And Mattingly misses that, and we're going to see a lot more of that now as this action continues, as traction is going to be a problem, and getting good wood on the ball is going to be a problem too. And now they battle for possession right here on the near side. We have a whistle, and it'll go to Moon and the Huskies. Under 3 minutes now to play in the first quarter. Still no score here. Girls field hockey. Your Lady Huskies in the home white hosting the visiting Eagles from Cumberland Valley. So Moon will leave it for Hidley. Lydia surveys the field. Oh, and that pass right off of Amy Mattingly. And that'll give it back to the Eagles. So Hoffman. And a whistle. And it'll stay with Cumberland Valley. Alyssa Huffman, midfielder, tries to send it back, but that pass goes a little wide, and Huskies trying to get there, but a slip and fall by Attic. And a whistle, and Huffman still has it for the Eagles right at the top of the circle. They go over to Cassie McKenzie. A whistle and another corner. So the Eagles will have a corner as we go under 2 minutes here on a wet, soggy day for field hockey here at Mifflin County High School. So the midfielder, Alyssa Hoffman, set to send it in. Huskies crowd the goal. Nice pass to Suave. Suave tries again, but Hidley is there to knock it away. And Lydia sends it up the far side, and here come the Huskies. Ellie Garver sending it ahead. Whistle. It'll stay with Lynch. Alyssa Lynch flips it ahead. Huskies get it across midfield. Back there defensively is Herbster. And Herbster will send it up to midfield for the Eagles. Suave looks ahead, gets it through Hidley. But now Lydia back to get a stick on it, and Lydia will try to push it back our way. But again, Hoffman is there. We've called Alyssa Hoffman's name quite a bit. She's been pretty active here. And a whistle, and it'll stay with the Huskies. So here comes Corson. Haley Corson tries to center. We're under a minute here in the first quarter. Good strong hit by Suave to the middle of the field. There's Mattingly. Mattingly tries to switch fields. They go to the far side to Caprice Springs. Springs working one-on-one against Druckenmiller, and Monica knocks it away, but now Springs goes to get it back. And a whistle. And we're under 20 seconds now here in the first quarter. Nice strong centering shot there by Druckenmiller, but nobody home for the Huskies. And the Eagles will send it back to midfield. Working there for Mifflin County's number 30, Maddie McCarter. There's a whistle. Back to the Eagles, and that's it for quarter number one. So, Cumberland Valley certainly had the better opportunities there, as they had it at the Husky end for a good part of the first quarter. But Husky defense doing a nice job, staying right with it. And after one quarter of play, we are scoreless here with high school field hockey between Mifflin County and Cumberland Valley. Just want to alert everybody with these weather conditions, our equipment is going to be tested here today. And hopefully we'll stay on the air the entire time. But if we do leave you, it's going to be simply because of the rain and of some technical issues. But for right now, the stream seems to be going well. I want to thank my camera operator today, Sydney Kyle, who is getting herself a little more wet than I think she thought she was going to today. And anyhow, good first quarter. Pretty competitive. They said it was a very competitive game at Cumberland Valley, and here so far today we're seeing that. But through one quarter, no score here. So we look inside the Husky huddle right now. Head coach Ashley Sudam is there talking with the squad. I would think the big difference I see from here in Cedar Cliff the other day, our midfield defense did a nice job keeping Cedar Cliff out of our end, but today Eagles definitely getting a lot more penetration and getting some good scoring opportunities here. So Huskies had a couple runs at it. Sheets had a breakaway, but a whistle stopped that one. So we'll see how things can regroup here for the second quarter. The good news is I think the rain has decided to stop for a little while. So hopefully we will not have any more rain to deal with for a little bit, although the clouds look like we could have a little more. Again, a reminder, tonight, as soon as we are done here, we're going to pack up, dry off, and head right into Mitchell Field for high school football. Kickoff again tonight is at 7 o'clock against Cedar Cliff. And that is, by the way, the final home football game of the season for Mifflin County tonight. So, again, if you don't have tickets to get in, again, you can't just go to the gate and get in tonight due to the COVID situation. So if you don't have any tickets, stay home, stay dry, and stay with MCTV. We'll have it for you. That, of course, will be on Comcast Cable for MCTV or the YouTube football channel for MCTV. So Huskies back out of the huddle, taking the field as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. Back at the goal, Coletta Beeler talking to her defense a little bit, trying to get some things tightened up there, I would assume. And Suave has it started here for the Eagles, a whistle, and they'll keep it with Cumberland Valley. They go far side with it to Cassie McKenzie. McKenzie tries to center, knocked away by Garver. Garver gets it up to Lynch. Here comes Lynch, the senior, pushing ahead, tries to center that to Kanicki. Morgan Kanicki is there, but a nice job defensively there for Cumberland Valley as the Eagles will send it back up the near side to Hoffman. Hoffman now tries to switch fields. Mifflin County is there defensively with Hidley, but a really nice pass there by the Eagles, and they'll push it up right in front of us, but unable to control it that time is Mattingly, and the ball goes out of bounds. And Maddie McCarter will send it down for the Huskies. Pass ahead, Hoffman there for the Eagles. Hoffman sends it back to Herbster. Herbster, nice pass back. Some really nice passing here by the Eagles early in the game, and now they've got an opportunity as they get it down towards the goal line there, but the ball knocked wide by the Huskies, and Druckenmiller will knock it out of there. Good job by Druckenmiller sending it ahead. And here comes Ellie Garver. Garver across midfield looking for Lynch. Gets it there. Huskies now with a little run of their own. Back to Garver. Garver sends it ahead. And a nice job there defensively by the goalie, Grace Menke, knocking it away. But there's Druckenmiller bringing it right back. Monica trying to push in, but knocked away and stolen. And the Eagles will push on the far side. No score here if you just joined us. 13 minutes. We're approaching 13 minutes in the second quarter between the Huskies and the Eagles from Cumberland Valley. So after the out of bounds, it'll be Mifflin County sending it back in. They go to Monica Druckenmiller. Whistle. And it's going to stay with the Huskies. Hidley will flip it ahead. Looking down for Sheets. Sheets is there, looking to Lynch. Lynch being pressured there by Ellie Carbaugh. And Lynch will stay with it. Lynch with a nice strong pass, a little too strong maybe, and it'll go out of play. So, back to the Eagles with 12:20 and counting in the first half. Substitution for Mifflin County. Maddie Rowe, the junior, will check in. And the Eagles will resume play once again. That's Ellie Carbaugh. Huskies trying to switch fields. Hidley bringing it right at us here. Lydia pushing to the right side to try to use her body to screen the defender, and a whistle goes against Mattingly. Hidley tries to send it ahead, but it's stopped by Hoffman. Alyssa Hoffman sends it back to Mattingly. Mattingly, however, can't garner it, and so it'll go out of bounds to the Huskies. Maddie McCarter sends it to the middle, but it's going to be knocked away there by Whitehead. Whitehead sends it back to Hoffman. Hoffman over to Suave. Suave looking down the middle, but Abby Moon is there for the Huskies. Moon loses control, though, and Caprice Springs now sends it to the middle of the field. And a little break here for Cumberland Valley. Eagles pushing on the near side, and she tries to go with a backhand. That was Alyssa Hoffman. Slipped a little bit and didn't get any wood on that one, so it goes out of bounds. And the Huskies will bring it back, and it'll be Maddie McCarter. Carter sends it near side. Good stick work there by Belky McNeil, but does get by her and goes out of bounds. Official making Hoffman move it inside the 25. So Hoffman, nice little touch pass to Suave. Suave's going to have a good look at it, but Huskies are there. Suave again. So good job by Beeler to knock that one away, but a whistle and a corner coming for the Eagles. So the Eagles have put a lot of pressure on here the last 7 to 10 minutes of this action. They controlled the last 4 or 5 of the first quarter, and they continue to keep the pressure on here in quarter number 2. Jenna Herbster sends it to Suave, gets by her, goes over to McKenzie. Shot inside, knocked away by Druckenmiller. Druckenmiller and McKenzie working at each other. McKenzie sends it inside. Ball gets through, but is knocked out now by the Huskies. It's back to Cassie McKenzie. McKenzie tries to center, and a whistle, and it'll go to Mifflin County. So the Eagles, again, keeping the pressure on, but the Husky defense so far up to the task. We remain scoreless. Mifflin County trying to get it out on the far side, but Cassie McKenzie is there. Her pass is deflected by Hidley, but they stay with it, does Cumberland Valley. And now a whistle and another corner coming the way of the Eagles. So Beeler and her 4 teammates will gather in the goal one more time. And a corner for the Eagles. Alyssa Huffman will trigger the corner. She sends it up top. Good strong shot to the goal. Beeler is there. Not actually sure if Beeler blocked that or it might have been just as much off of teammate Amy Mattingly. Nonetheless, the Huskies maintain control after the whistle, but here comes the Eagles right back with it again. Another whistle. Suave will stay in position. She pushes down the near side. Suave likes to go that little backhand move. There's another whistle and another corner. So once again, Beeler will gather in the goal with her teammates. It's the Eagles relentless here over the last few minutes, keeping the action at this end. Nice little center pass. Herbster looking upfield, goes to Suave. Suave goes inside Hidley. There's a shot blocked by Beeler. Coletta way out in front of the goal going after it, and the shot is just wide. So Coletta being real aggressive, going out after that. Beeler, of course, the Division I goalie, going to Central Michigan when she finishes her high school career. Has had a really solid career here for the Huskies. And Mifflin County will now get it pushed, and for the first time in a while will cross midfield. There's Corson, but there are the Eagles to bring it right back with Ellie Carbaugh. Carbaugh sends it back to McKenzie. That's Cassie McKenzie working over there against Kanicki. McKenzie trying to use her body to get down the sideline. Nice pass over there. So the Huskies try to get it back, but pushing it down is Blocker, Sammy Blocker, and now another whistle, and it'll go back to the Huskies. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. Still no score. Girls field hockey, Mifflin County and Cumberland Valley. And now a light rain starts to fall again here at the field, so we'll have to keep an eye on our equipment a little bit. At midfield, Taylor Whitehead has it knocked away off of an Eagle, and so it will come back to the Huskies. Pass ahead to Corson. Corson tries to send it down that side to Hartzler, but it goes off Hartzler out of play, and Cumberland Valley will trigger it just inside their 25. They decide to pass back. Grace Menke, the goalie, is there. And now the Huskies get a break as they get a little push inside the circle. And a whistle and a corner for Mifflin County. So that pass back backfired a little bit for the Eagles. And the Huskies get a corner. And Jordy Attic, number 4, will trigger the corner for Mifflin County. Huskies' first corner, I believe, of the game today. Typically they look for Hidley. Let's see if that's where we'll go again here. Attic sends it to Hidley. Hidley, little wrist shot knocked away in front of the goal and a whistle, and it'll go back to the Eagles. Lydia didn't get the full stick on it, but it was a decent shot, but hit off a defender in front of the goal and then off of a Husky, and thus the whistle. There's Hidley back in possession as she tries to get it inside the 25 and does. Hidley still dribbling, whistle, and it's going to go against the Eagles, so Hidley will have it. Lydia sends it down in the corner to Lynch. Lynch looking inside, trying to find Corson, but Cassie McKenzie is there for the Eagles. McKenzie still working, one-on-one. Now nice strong pass up the sideline, but out of bounds. So the Huskies will bring it back in. Monica Druckenmiller, a sophomore, will cue it up for the Huskies as we hit 5 minutes left in the first half. Hidley and Druckenmiller try to play a little give-and-go game, but doesn't work. And it will go back to the Eagles. Rain, I think, is subsided again as it comes back and forth. Nice little lift pass there that time by Cassie McKenzie. Whistle, though, and the Huskies will get it back. So Hidley will drop the ball with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in quarter number 2. Hidley tries to go on the far side with it to Lynch. Lynch does a nice job staying with it. Little wrist pass down, looking down there for Garver. Ellie Garver gets inside the circle, but a whistle, and that's going to go against Mifflin County. So back to the Eagles. We do have a Cumberland Valley player out there. I apologize, I do not have on the roster a number 8. So not sure who that player is. There's a whistle, and it's going to be a corner for the Huskies. So Mifflin County will get a corner. And Attic will trigger once again. So the Huskies keeping the ball at this end of the field now a little bit. Second corner in a row for Mifflin County. 3.5 left in the first half in a scoreless game. This time it'll be Lynch. Alyssa Lynch will trigger the corner. Hidley, little touch pass over there to Attic. Jordy Attic trying to get inside, but defensively, the Eagles are there. Pass ahead is knocked away, however, by Druckenmiller, and Monica will push it back down in that corner. Using her body well to get the pass in the circle, but a nice job defensively there by the Eagles. Garver, however, runs that one down for the Huskies and gets it to Hidley. Hidley bodied up and taken away there nicely by Mattingly. Husky fans didn't like that no whistle. But it comes back to the Huskies. So here's Hidley with 2:40 and counting in the first half. Pass comes near side to Belke. Belke sends it ahead. Sophie McCurdy. McCurdy going inside the 25. A whistle. It's off McCurdy, and it'll go to the Eagles. And KK Suave will have it back. Suave with a real strong hit. Went right off Attic. And we have a timeout now. Official, I guess, was just checking with Attic to make sure she's okay. And Jordy says she's fine. So back to action. We're approaching 2 minutes here in the first half of a scoreless game. Sammy Blocker now taking it across midfield. And Blocker now inside the 25. And Blocker tries to get by the defender, a whistle. And Blocker will keep possession. Another whistle. And Blocker will keep possession. So Blocker now dribbles inside the circle. Blocker still has it. Ball now loose there in front of the goal. And the shot is blocked by Beeler as Caprice Springs had a look at it. That was an impressive little move there by Sammy Blocker. She just very patient, worked that in. And the Eagles will now have a hit from the 25 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the first half. Good pressure there by Lynch, but a whistle will keep it with Cumberland Valley. Cassie McKenzie. Good pass by McKenzie right into the center of the circle to Blocker. Beeler, however, kicks it away. And now we have a whistle and another corner. I didn't see that one, but it's another corner as we hit the 1 minute mark here in the first half. So the Eagles will set things up once again. And the Huskies will get the defense set inside the goal with senior goalie Beeler. There's the pass up top to Suave. Suave shot partially blocked there and it ends up with Hidley, and Lydia will send it out of bounds. 35 seconds and counting left here in the first half. Still scoreless. McKenzie will send it in. Eagles still in possession on the far side. Corson tries to go there but loses her stick. And now they work it inside the 25, but Monica Druckenmiller with a nice job for the Huskies. Looks ahead to Corson. 10 seconds. Corson pushing up the far side with Lynch, but I think we're going to run out of time here as Corson does get inside the 25, but that's going to do it for the first half of play. So an entertaining half. Had some opportunities for both teams. We've had some rain, and we've had some pretty good competition. And to show for it, though, nothing on the board. We are scoreless, 0-0 here at halftime, girls field hockey on MCTV. So as you can see, our girls are headed over for the huddle. Again, some programming reminders for you here real quick. We will be heading into Mitchell Field after this for high school football, as the Huskies will do battle tonight with the Colts of Cedar Cliff. So we invite you to stay with us for that as well. But again, we've got more second half action of girls field hockey coming your way here, though, on MCTV. So it's been an entertaining first half. Let's see what will happen the rest of the way here between the Huskies and the Eagles. So we're going to take a break. We'll send it back for some messages from those people that help us make these broadcasts possible. Remember, MCTV is not only high school sports, but it's also a government ed channel. We take care of Mifflin County Commissioner meetings, Lewistown Borough Council meetings, school board meetings. As we say, if it's happening in Mifflin County, it's happening right here on MCTV. So we're going to send it away for a break. We'll be back with more. You're watching live coverage of girls field hockey on MCTV.
Some of those traditional things that we hold in our hearts is things that we learn and were important to us later on in life. You know, the elimination of recess, for example. You know, students are still getting a half an hour of recess here in Mifflin County. We're still teaching handwriting. We're still teaching penmanship. Those are still important life aspects. We're still doing those things. And we're doing more.
I'm responsible for meeting the social and emotional needs of all of our K-5 students at that building.
We differentiate in Mifflin County for sure. We try to meet the children's needs at where they are.
So we know that in order for students to be successful academically, they need to feel supported and heard.
When they start to learn and just seeing the light bulb turn on, you can see it in their faces. They get big, huge smiles on their faces because they're so excited that they're learning. It's just an awesome thing. I love that.
You know, having that light bulb moment come on for them when they're sitting across from someone who's sharing, like, this is something that I've gone through, that's one of the best parts of social emotional instruction.
It's comforting to know as a parent that all of those needs can be met, and they're going to be met proactively right here in Mifflin County.
So something that we have definitely rolling is our PBIS programming. That stands for Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports.
We've been doing it for quite a while now, and it has worked, I feel, very successfully because those kids are getting more attention when they need it.
We have 4 expectations for all students, and those are being respectful, responsible, ready, and safe. Anytime that we catch them being one of those 4 things, they're acknowledged with a Paul ticket, and then they can use those rewards to obtain something that's an incentive to them.
You know, those things that in life we go through as adults are also things that children go through. We've got things in place for each child. You know, our job is to set up that system. You know, how are we going to meet those needs?
Since I've been teaching kindergarten, the classroom has changed tremendously when it comes to technology, especially. We have smart boards. We have one in every classroom in Mifflin County, so that's an awesome thing.
You see districts across the Commonwealth eliminating you know, music and art, and here the Mifflin County School District is doubling down on those efforts. I feel like we are on the upswing of really positive change. We're going in a positive direction for our students at the elementary level. What you're going to see is safety has been invested heavily. You're talking secure entries into each school. Before you even get past the main office, we're scanning again to make sure that you're somebody that can be around our students.
Combine that with the incredible academic experience, they're going to feel empowered to be productive members of the community and of our society.
They know how important it is to try and have as small of class size as you can and to really, you know, give the kids their best foot forward coming into school.
The most important thing in everybody's life is their child, and trusting your child to a team of folks every day when they're getting on that school bus to ensure that their safety is the most important thing.
Our students come in with a lot of different needs and a lot of different skill deficits. We feel ready to kind of tackle that and meet their needs no matter what they come in with.
After 25 years, I absolutely love kindergarten. It's the best grade ever, in my opinion.
Seeing the excitement for learning and seeing each student come off of that school bus every day is the favorite part of my day. Greeting every student, asking them how they're doing, seeing what's been going on in their world. There's something special about that not everybody gets to experience. I often say you can't have a bad day if you've walked into a kindergarten classroom and seen, 20 students with their hands on their hearts saying the Pledge of Allegiance with their squeaky voices going. That's a great day.
The Mifflin County School District, your school system of choice.
Again, back live here at the Mifflin County High School field hockey field, just underway to start the second half. No score. Your Lady Huskies and the Lady Eagles from Cumberland Valley. Up the far side, it's Sammy Blocker with it for the Eagles. Had some rain here again during the brief halftime. And looking overhead, we've got a little bit of blue skies, but a lot of gray. So looks like we may have to continue to deal with some rain as this continues. And a ball out of play on the far side and a little discussion, but now Cumberland Valley will send it back in. Pass knocked away, and there's Jordy Attic pushing it up the far side for the Huskies, a whistle. And the Huskies will maintain possession. And that's Sophie McCurdy who will send it down the far side. They battle for it. Attic at midfield working. Double teamed over there, but Jordy pushes it up, and it'll stay with the Huskies. So senior teammate Belky McNeil will inbound. McNeil looking for Corson, but it's knocked away and stolen by the Eagles. And that time the pass is intercepted, however, by Hartzler. Hartzler looking for Corson. Corson near the circle, but a good job defensively there by Hoffman. And a whistle, and it'll stay with the Eagles. Cumberland Valley set to send it. Good strong hit again by McKenzie. Cassie McKenzie, probably of everybody on the field so far, has had some of the best contact on some of these hits we've seen. Battle over there between Belky for the Huskies and Krebs for the Eagles. This time it'll stay with Cumberland Valley. Hoffman kind of mishits that one, and it's taken away by Sheets. Whistle. It'll stay with Sheets. Haley Sheets, the sophomore, tries to send it ahead. It's off of McKenzie, and back comes Druckenmiller with it for Mifflin County, and Heidley will now get to tee it up inside the 25. Pass goes on the far side with it to McNeil. Pass knocked out by Sidney Krebs, and Mifflin County will send it in. Down in the corner, there's Attic. Attic, however, has it taken away by Hoffman. Hoffman tries to get it up the far side, a whistle, and it'll go back to the Huskies. And Sophie McCurdy gives it up to Heidley. Heidley back to McCurdy as they play a little give and go game over there. She tries to send it down to Attic, but it's stolen by Hoffman as she tries to get it outside of the 25. Huskies are right there, but it'll stay with the Eagles. Hoffman's pass deflected. McCurdy is there for the Huskies. Mifflin County trying to get it back inside the 25. There's a whistle. It'll stay with the Huskies, and now a second whistle, as I guess Mifflin County took off too quick there, so they'll make Heidley start it up again. Approaching 10 minutes here in the third quarter, still no score. There's Heidley. Heidley sends it in the circle. Good opportunity. Here's Sheets. There's Belky. And a whistle goes back to Cumberland Valley. So Huskies had an opportunity there as they got it deep in the circle, but to no avail, and back come the Eagles. Nice strong pass there by Hoffman, but that one's going to go Well, no, it doesn't go out of bounds. Good hustle there by Blocker to run it down, and Blocker gets by Moon. Blocker pushes inside. Defensively there are the Huskies. The ball gets by Beeler, but it's going to go out of play. And it'll be a corner for the Eagles. Boy, that was really good speed that time by Sammy Blocker. It looked like that pass was going to go out, but Blocker ran it down and pushed it in the circle, and another corner. So Aaron Hoffman will trigger this corner. She sends it up to the top to KK Suave. Suave passes on the far side. There's a shot from just inside the circle, but it's way wide. And out of play. So 9.5 minutes left here in the third quarter of a scoreless game. And at the 25, Hoffman will have it for the Eagles. Pressure there by Attic, but Huffman sends it down in the corner. McCurdy is there for the Huskies. A little pass by Huffman, good inside, and they look for McKenzie, but a whistle and another corner. Don't have any official stats here, but that's quite a few corners for the Eagles. And Huffman will trigger it once again. So Beeler gathers in the goal with her teammates. There's the pass to the top. Eagles. Suave sends it back on the far side again. A pass. Beeler is there. A whistle. And it's off of Cumberland Valley. So Huskies will get the hit. Coletta, just very aggressive goalkeeper. Not afraid to leave the cage. And has really made a lot of nice plays, and not really a surprise that she's going to be playing at Central Michigan next year. Whistle. Give it to Cumberland Valley. Jenna Herbster will have it just inside midfield. She sends it to the far side. Good strong pass to Hoffman. Hoffman sends it down the field, gets it to one of her teammates. Pushing down there is Suave, I believe. Suave in the corner. Tries to send it inside again to Blocker. And another corner. Really have to give Sammy Blocker some credit. Blocker with some nice speed, probably the smallest kid on the field, but really plays big. She's really had some nice dribble penetration moves, and here's another corner for the visitors. Goes back out top. Shot. Beeler on the ground. Look out. Oh, and a nice block there by Moon. Boy, Beeler was down. The ball got by her, and Moon just stepped right in front of one. And the whistle will give it right back to the Huskies. So Hidley at the top of the circle will send it the other way. Lydia tries to go up the far side, but her pass goes right through Belky McNeil and out of bounds. So give it right back to the Eagles. 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third quarter, still scoreless. Suave, pass inside, knocked away there by McNeil. She's working one-on-one with Hoffman, and it'll stay with Hoffman. Hoffman trying to dribble, another whistle, and another corner. So, Eagles, another opportunity here. And the midfielder, Alyssa Hoffman, will tee it up once again. Again, Beeler and her teammates into goal. Eagles have constantly gone with a shot from the far side. Let's see if they do it again. They go to the top of the circle. And this time, Mattingly has it get through her. And a whistle as it went off Cassie McKenzie. And Druckenmiller will send it this way for the Huskies, as the field has been tilted here the last few minutes in favor of the Eagles. And now the Huskies will try to send it the other way. Here's Hidley getting it across midfield, but her pass goes through Hartzler and out of bounds. So back to the Eagles. Jenna Herbster Surveys the field, little touch pass to herself, and gets ahead to Cassie McKenzie. McKenzie will send it across midfield, the far side to Hoffman. Hoffman working against McNeil. Strong pass down towards the circle. Here comes Blocker again. Blocker one-on-one with Moon, a whistle, and I believe another corner. So they'll tee it up once again to the Eagles. Huskies have to crank up the defense once again as we go under 5 minutes here in a scoreless game in quarter number 3. Huffman sends it up top. There's Mattingly. Mattingly looks to Suave. Suave gets by Hidley, shot blocked and knocked down by Beeler. And a whistle, and it'll go to the Huskies. So Coletta again out there making a play. Hidley sends it up to Attic, but it's knocked away and stolen, and right back come the Eagles. Suave, far side at the circle. Looks to take a shot, partially blocked, and a whistle. And it's going to go to the Huskies. Just a light rain falling once again, more of a mist right now, but still have some rain falling. Huskies trying to get it out of there, but defensively, McKenzie was there for the Eagles. Druckenmiller gets it ahead, and here comes Hartzler right in front of us on the near side. Hartzler hounded there by Cassie McKenzie, a whistle, and it will stay with Mifflin County. We're approaching 3.5 minutes left in quarter number 3. Not sure what the game time temperature was when we started, but it has definitely dipped here as the game has continued. Nice move by Sheets, as Sheets and Attic will work with it. Sheets gets it back at the top of the circle, but defensively there, nice job by Hoffman to knock it away for the Eagles. That's Belkey McNeil on the far side to Attic. Jordy pushing it down in the corner, working against Hoffman. Tries to get it ahead to Sheets, and a slip and fall there by Druckenmiller. Down in the corner, Attic tries to send it in right off of Cumberland Valley, so that'll be a corner for the Huskies as we go under 3 minutes here in this third quarter. Again, 0-0 if you just tuned in. No score here. Good game between the Huskies and the Eagles. Jordy Attic will crank it up here. Attic sends it to, no, not to Hidley. Instead, they go to Sheets. Sheets has it taken from her by Herbster. And the pass ahead now to Mattingly. And here comes Mattingly across midfield for the Eagles. Good pass down the sideline by Mattingly. Moon is there for the Huskies, but it is ruled out of bounds. And so Abby Moon will send it back. Moon looking ahead to Corson. Corson gets it to midfield, but a whistle, and it's back to the Eagles. Under 2 minutes now left, and a swing and a miss that time by the Eagles by Hoffman. And so Belkey will get it back, but a whistle. Not sure what that one was. They're going to give it back to Belkey. So McNeil sends it to Hidley. Good pass by Lydia. Knocked away there by Suave. And out of play. Last touched by Corson. So it'll be Eagle ball. Sydney Krebs, the midfielder, will send it ahead. Corson is there for the Huskies, but it's off her, and so the whistle gives it back to Cumberland Valley. Battling for possession near midfield. McCurdy was there for Mifflin County to send it back. Corson now trying to get it back. There's Druckenmiller, but Hoffman will maintain control. And a strong pass down the middle by Hoffman. And now Druckenmiller with it on the near side as we go under 1 minute here in the third quarter. Cassie McKenzie. McKenzie dribbling inside, but it's taken away by Hidley. Lydia on the way back. Looking for Hartzler, but it's intercepted by Jenna Herbster. And now a whistle. And that is going to be heading back to the Huskies as we go under 30 seconds now here in the third quarter. Hidley tries to go up the near side, but her pass goes out of bounds. And so Cassie McKenzie will, do a little split right here in front of us. Luckily, she didn't hurt herself there. Pass inside to Hoffman. Hoffman tries to penetrate. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that's it for quarter number 3. So we stay scoreless. We've played 3 quarters. Eagles have had definitely more opportunities than the Huskies. That quarter seemed like nobody could really take control there. And boy, this has the makings of another overtime game for the Huskies. We'll see what happens in this fourth quarter, but Mifflin County, I believe, has played 4 so far. And we'll see if it happens again here this afternoon with the Eagles. A reminder, again, locally here in sports for the weekend, if you're into distance running, the District 6 Cross Country Championships all day tomorrow out at the Indian Valley Elementary Center field. For locals, it's where the Big Valley Invitational had been for years and years and years. And, of course, Huskies will be there, but boys and girls teams both will be in action tomorrow morning. Kylie Cubison, top runner for the Lady Huskies. And Braden Harris has been a standout and one of the better runners in the mid-state for our boys team. So if you want to watch some good distance running, come out and root on the locals. It'll be pretty busy there at the Indian Valley Elementary Center tomorrow, as there'll be quite a few runners in town for that. Hopefully the weather will not be like it's been here today. The temperature's supposed to be a little chilly, but hopefully the rain will leave us. So we're down to our final 15 minutes of hockey here as you're looking in the huddle right now with the Huskies. Again, thanks to our camera operator, Sydney Kyle, today. Sydney's also going to be running into Mitchell Field. She'll be running cameras for us tonight at the football game. And again, our pregame show in there today, sometime around 20 till 7, something like that, because we do want to bring you the band performance during the pregame, so hope you can join us. Not going to lie, we are rooting for a home win here in the fourth quarter of this hockey game, so we don't have to go overtime, but time will tell. We shall see. So the Eagles are ready. They're coming out on the field. And the Huskies still in the huddle with head coach Ashley Sudam. Again, field hockey, a game originally made for the grass, but not too many teams play it on the grass anymore. It's become a game of speed and being played on turf. But here in Mifflin County, still the grass field. And so more traditional style of play here today, and definitely, like I said, different for our girls to play their games here on grass and then play the majority of their games on turf. And so here we go, 15 minutes left. Huskies set to do battle. Lydia Hidley will get it started for Mifflin County. So Hidley sends it to the far side. She was looking for her teammate Sophie McCurdy, but it goes out. And Hoffman will bring it right back in for the Eagles. Little touch pass and a strong shot ahead, but it was off of McCurdy. So the whistle will keep it with Cumberland Valley. So Hoffman will drop it inside the 25. And nice job defensively there by Attic, but a whistle, and evidently it was off Jordy. So it'll stay with the Eagles. And now a whistle. And another corner. Wow. A little surprised on that one. But a corner will give it to Cumberland Valley, so See who's going to do the honors. This time Cumberland Valley changing the mojo here a little bit. They'll take the corner from the near side, and Suave will send it in. So Suave on the near side as the clock goes under 14 minutes to play in the game. Suave surveys the field. She'll send it up top to Hoffman. Hoffman, it goes off of her, and it's going to give it right back to the Huskies. So Hidley sends it ahead to Corson. Corson dribbling up. Defended there by Herbster. Herbster, but Corson tries a little backhand pass to Attic. Attic looks ahead. And Attic slips and falls, gets right back up. And the ball out of bounds to the Eagles. Hoffman, strong pass down there, looking for Blocker again. Moon there this time. Blocker working against Moon. Whistle. It'll stay with Abby Moon. So Moon will send it in. Surveys the defense, decides to go back to Hidley. Lydia turns and tries to get it right back to Moon. Whistle. Ball is out. And Blocker will bring it in play. Sammy Blocker pushing down to that corner again. Blocker pulls it back out. Nice stick work. Pass knocked away by Moon. And it'll stay with Blocker. Blocker pretty good with the stick here. She weaves into traffic again. And there's Blocker with a shot. And wow, she buried that one. Boy, Blocker, I said earlier, really impressed with her stick handling. And that time she just weaved her way through traffic, and I mean she blasted one in with 12:29 left to play in the fourth quarter. It's now 1-0 in favor of the Eagles. So really an impressive shot there. I mentioned earlier she, probably the smallest kid out there, but boy, she packs a punch, and that was a really nice goal for the Eagles. So now it's time for the Huskies to rally from behind. They trail here 1-0 with 12 minutes left. Ball on the near side. Strong pass that time by McKenzie, but Hidley is there. Hidley brings it across midfield, and it's out of play off of McKenzie. So the Huskies will bring it in. Whole new ball game now, new approach for everybody too. As we're no score for the longest time, but the Eagles have broken through and have a 1-0 lead. Cumberland Valley with some nice passing there. Mattingly going up the far side with it, guarded by Belkey McNeil. Mattingly still with it. Mattingly tries to get by McCurdy. She does, but a whistle and keep it to Mattingly. So Amy Mattingly still dribbling through the middle of the field. Some nice stick handling here by the Eagles in this fourth quarter. Druckenmiller is there, however, to get that one away. Up top with it is Mattingly. Mattingly at the top of the circle, guarded by Hidley. And the pass for Lynch gets by her. And they'll battle for it in front of us, and the Eagles will come out of there with it. Pass ahead to McKenzie. McKenzie trying to look inside. Now a centering pass to the middle of the field and a corner. So another corner for the Eagles. Clock running. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left. It's 1-0, the visitors from Cumberland Valley. Corner coming here for KK Suave. So Suave will tee it up, sends it to Hoffman. Hoffman gathers it. Little pass to the center. Beeler is there to knock it away. So is McCurdy. And a whistle, and we'll give it back to Mifflin County. So Coletta aggressive, going out after that one, and now here comes Hartzler. Hartzler, I mentioned 2 goals in the most recent game for the Huskies. She hasn't really been involved as much today, though. And the Eagles now bring it across midfield. Here comes Hoffman. Hoffman centers it. Nice pass. And defensively, good job there, though, for the Huskies by McCurdy. Ball now loose in the circle. Moon will send it out to Hidley, and Hidley just sends it out of bounds on the near side. So Lydia gets it out of there, Tries to let the Husky defense regroup here a little bit. 9.5 minutes left. Eagles over your Huskies, 1-0. McCurdy. And that time it's McKenzie with it for the Eagles. A whistle, and it'll stay with the Huskies. Hartzler sends it ahead. Battling for possession there is Sheets for Mifflin County and Suave for Cumberland Valley. Nice job there defensively by Krebs to get it back for the Eagles. Pass inside, there's a whistle, and we're going to go to Mifflin County. So Abby Moon will give it up to Hidley. Under 9 minutes left. Huskies need a goal. Trailing 1-0. Suave with it for the Eagles. Gives it up to Cassie McKenzie. McKenzie pulls it back. Real nice stick handling there by McKenzie. And sends it down the line, but it's going to go out. Been a physical game at times here today. Both teams pretty equally matched out there, pretty aggressive, and the officials been letting them play. Pass is out by Druckenmiller. And so the Eagles will send it back in. By the time the ball's back in play, we'll be under 8 minutes to go as the rain continues to fall here at Mifflin County High School. Druckenmiller with the ball on the near side, whistle, and that's going to be off of Whitehead, so give it back to Druckenmiller, and a big, strong hit that time by Druckenmiller, looking ahead to Sheets. But defensively, the Eagles are there, and they get it back to McKenzie. Cassie McKenzie sends it inside, top of the circle. There's Prokop. Prokop tried to backhand it there, but she's hounded, and the pass knocked away by Beeler. Still loose out in front as they battle. And a whistle, and it'll go to the Huskies. So good shot opportunity there for the Eagles, but Beeler was up to the task. And it comes back out top. Pass for the Eagles in that circle. Again, it's to Beeler. Beeler kicks it out of there. And Hoffman had a stick on it, but back come the Huskies. Adria Hartzler tries to center it, but blocker is there for Cumberland Valley. Blocker sends it ahead to McKenzie. McKenzie gets by Hartzler. McKenzie gets by Druckenmiller. Gives it up to Whitehead. Whitehead tries to center. Good job defensively there by Belky McNeil. We have a whistle, and that'll stay with the Huskies. Well, no, it won't. My bad. It'll go to the Eagles. Strong pass there by Mattingly, a little too strong. And we have a whistle, as I think that did go out of play. Good hustle, though, by Cumberland Valley trying to run it down, but they couldn't quite get there. 6 minutes left here for the Huskies. Need to find a goal somewhere as they trail here 1-0. Maddie McCarter over there working for the Huskies. There's a whistle, and it'll go right back to Cumberland Valley. Mattingly working one-on-one there with Corson, and Corson's going to get it. And it'll go back to the Huskies. So Sophie McCurdy will put it back in play. McCurdy looks for Hidley. Lydia sends it ahead to McNeil. Belky McNeil stumbles a little bit and has it taken away by Hoffman. Hoffman sends it ahead to Prokop. Whistle, and it'll go to the Huskies. Abby Moon pushing it out. Moon gets it across the 25. There's a whistle. And the Eagles will send it back in as we go under five, or excuse me, the Huskies will send it back in as we go under 5 minutes to play. Moon, pass, intercepted. Hoffman over there. Centers it, but it's knocked away by Druckenmiller, but getting it right back is Mattingly. Boy, Mattingly's a Solid player here for the Eagles. Pass inside, knocked away. Good job defensively there by McCurdy. Up to Corson. Corson gets it to Lynch. Lynch tries to send it across to a teammate, but she's hounded there by number 9, KK Suave. And Suave sends it back down the field for the Eagles. Good pass ahead to Boardman. That's Mia Boardman over there battling against McCurdy as McCurdy stumbles but stays with the play. And the clock being an ally of the Eagles right now as we are down to 4 minutes to play. Huskies still trailing here 1-0 on a very impressive goal by Sammy Blocker. Huskies trying to get it up, but they'll knock it out of bounds. And so another inbound. Well, no, it's going to stay with the Huskies. I'm sorry. It'll be Hidley who will keep it going. Mifflin County needs a rush, but Hidley's pass is intercepted by Hoffman. Hoffman pushing it right back down, dribbling down the far side, working against McCurdy. Huffman turns off McCurdy's stick, sends it to the top of the circle. McKenzie was there, but a whistle. And it'll come back to the Huskies. So Druckenmiller will get ready to put it in play. McKenzie sends it to the near side, but the ball goes right through Kristen Druckenmiller. And back comes McKenzie. McKenzie centering pass right in front of the goal, whistle, and it'll go to the Huskies. We're under 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 55 seconds to go. Huskies need a rush. Across midfield, Adria Hartzler has it, but it's knocked away and stolen by the Eagles. Ball goes out of play, and it'll stay to Mifflin County, so Monica Druckenmiller will send it down. Druckenmiller, good pass to Attic, but it gets by Jordy. And the Eagles will bring it back across midfield. Pass that time through Hartzler and out of bounds. And Cassie McKenzie will get it back in play for the Eagles. We're approaching 2 minutes left in the ball game. 1-0, Cumberland Valley. Good, strong pass ahead there for the Eagles as it goes down near the 25. Kirsten Druckenmiller is there, but so is Amy Mattingly. And Mattingly will win that battle with Hidley as a whistle was blown. And now she passes to the top near the circle off Druckenmiller. And not sure what that call was. Looks like we have a card. So a card given. And Sophie McCurdy is sent off the field. And that stops the clock with 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. And now we have a clock malfunction, I believe, as the clock, I think it said 1:45, and now it's been reset to 15. And now they have it fixed. There we go. So now we're back down to 1:40. Okay, here we go. Back to live action. Cumberland Valley. Shot attempt by Whitehead, partially blocked there. And a whistle will give it back to the Huskies. So Hidley will send it out. Pass ahead, knocked by Suave, and Lynch will pick it up. Lynch trying to get it across midfield, but the Eagles are there. Good job defensively by Jenna Herbster, and Herbster will send it out of bounds. Clock continues to run as we're approaching 1 minute left in the game. Pass ahead. Huskies trying to get it to the other end of the field. There's a whistle. It'll stay with the Huskies. Belky McNeil will drop it back for Hidley as we are 1 minute left to play. Hidley's pass knocked away by a defender, and back come the Eagles, and another whistle will give it back to Mifflin County. So Hidley trying to send it down, and a whistle. And not sure what that call was, but it's going to go against the Huskies. It'll give it back to the Eagles. Under 40 seconds to play. Time running out here for the Huskies. Going to have to get a quick steal and somehow make a rush, but instead a nice strong shot down by the Eagles, and it'll go out of play, and Cumberland Valley content to let that clock run. Abby Moon will bring it in with under 20 seconds left. Moon's pass to Attic. Eagles get a stick on it. There's a whistle, and that'll go back to Cumberland Valley. And for all intensive purposes, that is going to do it. We're under 10 seconds. Clock is winding down. And a very good afternoon of girls high school field hockey is going to come to an end. And unfortunately for the home team, we come up one short here today. But a really good game between the Eagles of Cumberland Valley and your Mifflin County Lady Huskies. The difference in the game was a really nice goal, unassisted, I believe, by Sammy Blocker, who dribbled through traffic and hit one strong off the back of the cage. And that was the difference today. So, again, our final score here this afternoon on MCTV. It is Cumberland Valley, your winner, 1-0 over Mifflin County in girls high school field hockey. That's going to do it for our live broadcast of field hockey. We'll be heading into Mitchell Field. Again, you can catch us on MCTV or the MCTV YouTube football channel tonight for our pregame show between the Huskies and the Colts of Cedar Cliff. For Sidney Kyle, I'm Roger Hurto. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you tonight from Mitchell Field.